here, guys, you have the 200 here, which you know is a zone. You have this, as you know, shooting power that way, and you got this shooting power downward. It's not the greatest area to be getting stopped out. This is an anticipation bar, right? You should be in that bar if that's one of your stocks and you're watching the open. The body's not small. It's a tail bar plus. There's your plus. Tail bars, by definition, have little bodies. And when the body stops being little, it's a plus. Boom. Anticipation entry. It's like the elephant bar plus. So you have a big bull 180 there, right? Because this is really down first, and then it's up. Very powerful.
The red bar is very interesting because it had zero follow through and got immediately taken out. And it's from a narrow state. Let's take this red out of the way. Let's even take the green out of the way next to it. Look at the origin of the bull bar. Right from the narrow state and right from the 200. Now, we have the red bar as a reference so we can pick a very precise entry point because we have a reference. But if you did not have a reference, you're just going to dive into that bar because it's being born from the 200, which is also a narrow state. Anything that's surging out of a narrow state, I can give a shot at. Erase the tails to give you greater clarity. If the tail is not what you're playing, it's not important. You're jumping in on this bar because it's being born from a narrow state. I am shorting the failure of green from above. I am shorting the failure of green from below. I am diving into red from above. I am diving into red from below. I am only going long from narrow states and bars that are being birthed from a flat 200 in a powerful way off that 200.
If you're moving up to this 200 like this, the turn can be more fluid. You've got little battles to conquer on the other side. However, if that is this, that's different. This usually pops up. You see the power with which this moved up? Like it didn't really start falling until later. Trying to short right next to extreme power, usually going to flip you back up.
When you have something wide in space, you need to know two numbers, really three numbers. I want you to immediately always think third, half, 2/3. Half, they're always zones. Third, they're always zones. 2/3, they're always zones. Nothing is ever a specific price. And so we can see that Baba found support on the third. Now, here's the thing. If a stock finds support on the third and it maintains that support, you're likely to go to new highs. If you drop to the halfway mark, you're likely to go up as much as maybe 2/3, sometimes all the way. But if you drop to 2/3, you're going to maybe a half before it fails. There are different types of green that I'm going to doubt. If a stock gaps down below everything, that means the stock, the 20, and the 200. If a stock gaps down and rallies up, I'm going to doubt that green, and I'm going to look for a failure, boom, of that green back to the downside. So I'm going to doubt the green under everything. There are two types of narrow state. There's the narrow state where everything is flat, guys. All three items are flat. The stock is flat, the 20 is flat, and the 200 is flat. That's the most ideal flatness. Here in Tesla, you have the stock relatively flat, the 20 relatively flat, but the 200 not flat. It's not quite as ideal as the Baba, where almost everything is flat.
Is this kind of part of the trade? In a way, yes. But if you are taking the trade here, what I teach you and focus on is this, because everything after the whale is just a repeat. You can get a repeat whale, in which case, if you're playing here, you can try for a whale all the time. You can try for a whale. You should have some sense of where the stock has come from, though, for sure. It actually came from here. There is igniting quality and there is exhaustion quality. I would say this is closer to exhaustion quality. It's quality, but it's exhaustive in nature. Why? Because there's so much red before it. Whereas that this is igniting quality. This might hide from you, but this is a move up right there. Your stop dropped here. It's just the chart is lying to you a little bit. And then it moved up here, and then it went down. Understand that this is igniting and this is exhaustion. You see the difference between igniting, doesn't have a lot of red before it, and exhaustion has a lot of red before it. They're closer to the end. This is the beginning.
Guys, look at this no follow through. It's telling you no follow through and you take it out, it's over. Guys, don't even think about trying to short this because of the no follow through. If you think about shorting this, you're an idiot. You know why? Because this is now your support, the no follow through. You're not getting past that most of the time. It's not going to happen. So no shorting after no follow through color changes.
In a bull 180, you first have a down move, followed immediately by an even bigger up move. That's your bull 180. If we were to put that green on top of the red, it would first be down, and in the same bar, the stock would move up, cancel out the red, and start producing green. And there you have the same thing. The only difference between this event and this event is that the tail bar is a version of the 180. It's just a single bar version of the 180. The move up happens in the same bar on the right. The move up on the left happens in the next bar, but it's the same 180-degree reversal. Can you tell motion is about to happen versus chop? You can't really anticipate it, but you can know it pretty quickly. So chop will happen when you get 2 or more failed attempts on a strong bar. Like you get a big red bar and nothing happens. And then you get a big green bar and nothing happens. You're in chop now. I'm like, look at this thing. It didn't go on the downside when it should have. It didn't go on the upside when it should have. You're in chop now. What are the signs of bullish behavior? Fat red bars being reversed. Take a look at this. Look at that. Fat red bar being reversed. Fat red bar, little follow through here, being reversed and taken out. Fat red bar being reversed and taken out. Fat red bar. Do you see how many times this is happening? Red bar taken out. Red bar taken out. Red bar taken out. Red bar taken out. That's the number one sign.
These are your 4 signs of bullish behavior. Fat red bars being taken out. That's the number 1 sign. Sign number 2, gaps to the downside, moon. But I'm talking about like it gaps under and just goes through. Third one is that gap ups don't come in, they go. The gap ups don't drop anymore like they used to. They run from the gap up position. And sign number 4, the best short position starts to lose a portion of its reliability.